Oh my lord, we are live. Hello, Wyoming. How you doing, brother? How are you? Long time no hear, no see. I'm so happy that you called me today. I felt, you know what? I felt really good today. I felt really, really
Good.
good. My brother called me today.
Yep. That's what I
Uh,
got.
Thank
I
you,
have,
thank
I
you,
have
thank you,
radar goes off every once in a while.
thank you. I usually don't fall off the radar, but man, I was hit by a very serious food fucking poisoning, and that thing fucked me up, man. Fucked me up. Holy shit. I know firsthand now what food poisoning is like.
Yeah.
And
I've had times, not lately though.
I kind of survived that, so holy shit. How's everything with you, bro? How's
Oh,
everything with you? How's
well,
Wyoming? How's the weather?
it's about 27 degrees outside my house right now, but by
Aha.
Friday it's going to be 47. So
Yeah, we're probably gonna get that here a day after you get that. It was pretty warm today. It was like 40, 43. I went out of the house today just to drive the car a little bit because the damn thing was parked for like about a week and a half.
yeah,
And put some gas in it. It brought it back, and I think I spoke with you. And yeah, it was it was like 43 degrees, man. But we went from fucking minus 20 wind chill of 3 days ago.
I still haven't put the winter tires on the car.
No shit.
I haven't. I,
Oh shit.
I haven't gotten out of the house in a couple of weeks, but it's like I was going to put the winter tires on. It's going to be 3 days. It'll be 47 degrees again.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Yeah, you're right about that. You're right about that.
you know,
Hey,
I,
man. Yeah.
I,
Sorry. Go ahead.
sorry, I haven't moved any snow.
Hmm.
I haven't removed any snow from my driveway. I have a little bit of it, and the thing that happens on my property is we get pretty good wind, and so I get a lot of most of the snow. Actually, my driveway is like 70 feet long, and
Mm.
it's like 24 feet wide, and most of the snow gets blown off by the wind. And
Hmm.
it winds up somewhere in South Dakota, I guess. But what happens though is when the wind blows, my house faces south. So when the wind comes like from the west, um, I get this ridge line. I get this ridge of snow in
Hmm.
front of my house, and as well specific across my driveway, and I get one behind the house too. So the whole driveway is clear of snow, except I have this ridge of snow
Hmm.
just across. And so that's the only snow I ever have to clear. But I haven't even had to clear that because it comes down, and then a couple of days later it gets warm and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
disappears. So,
Yeah. Chicago, man. I don't know what they've been doing this year, but the snow has been melting pretty fast.
they still in Chicago they still put pure salt on the roads.
Hmm. I think they started putting salt back on the roads because
Oh
up
no, no,
until
no, they never stopped.
they used to put sawdust.
Yeah, but they always have put. I mean, back when I was born, my dad had a 1955 Buick Super Riviera, and he
Mm.
had to replace the rocker panels every 2 years. Now, remember, back in the 50s and 60s, they weren't treating metal the same as they do now. There's no zinc plating or anything like that. So the steel wasn't as rust proof as it is now.
Hmm.
And the rocker panels on cars, the rocker panels would the salt would just eat through them every couple of years, perforate them,
Mm. Hmm.
and you have to have new ones welded in every 2 years. It happened. So, yeah, and I remember as a kid, I remember the big dump trucks, pure fucking salt. They were just dumping it on the roads to melt the snow and the ice.
Right.
Matter of fact, before I moved to Wyoming and I was in California, that's the first thing I checked. I called the Wyoming Highway, the Department of what is it called? Wyoming Department of Transportation and they told me that they don't use salt. They have a chemical that doesn't hurt metal that they spread on the highways, and the cities can do different things. And here in Cody, they primarily use that same chemical, but they when they spread sand, you said sawdust. I think you meant sand.
I don't know what.
They spread sand at intersections for traction. And, so they put here in Cody, they put 2% salt into the sand, so it doesn't clump together. And we've got a lot of 1950s cars registered as daily drivers here, and none of them have rusted through body panels. So whatever they're doing it right.
Yeah. Yeah, it has been. I mean, but now I think it's they're doing pretty bang up job about it. Hey man, what do you think about our our president? I mean, 4 days in office and shit, he has done more in 4 days. And there was I was reading somewhere that he answered more questions on the first day than Biden did in 4 years.
Oh yeah.
And all without,
What? The president's going to take questions? Well, we're not used to this.
Yeah, and all without a teleprompter. Can you believe that shit? Oh my God! But did you see on the inauguration day he went scorched earth on the Democrats, man.
Oh, right at the inauguration, he was.
He was.
5 feet away from him.
They were sitting right behind him. Behind him. But here's the thing, though. The funniest thing that I saw lately was here. Let me bring it up, man. This thing is unfucking believable. The the press conference they had in L.A.
Oh, L.A. Yeah. Fire Station 69. Yeah.
With the mayor of L.A. This Karen Bass, and I mean, if you look at her face,
Oh, yeah.
it looks like she has a permanent smile. Like, remember the Joker had one?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, honestly, I'm not making fun of her.
You're right.
But it's like she has that permanent fucking smile. Especially with that passive aggressive way of reply. Typical woke bullshit. That's how they fucking get you. With their passive aggressive shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And man, this thing was like, here, let's listen to this.
Oh, that whole thing was great.
As we can, but we want you to be safe, and we want you to be back in your homes immediately.
But the people are willing to clean out their own debris. It doesn't
Yes,
cost
and
a
they
lot.
can.
No, they can. Listen, that's not
Right after this, she says, "Yeah, we have to check first to make sure if it's safe."
right. And here's the president
You
goes.
should let them do it because
No,
by the
they
time you
can do
hire
that.
contractors, it's
Right.
going to be 2 years.
If a
And you know what? Bro? I think that's exactly what's going to happen. They just wanted to do this as the mea culpa, do that meeting with Trump, and Trump gets, and then once he flies away, hey, it's back they're in control.
Oh, yeah, there's a guy sitting to the right of Trump because it's like a U-shaped. They put the tables out U-shaped, and there's a gray-haired guy, and I love it. He's a Jewish guy, and he's wearing a yarmulke.
Oh yeah.
But he's wearing his hair is salt and pepper, and his yarmulke is salt and pepper. So he's proud of being Jewish, but he doesn't want people to know he's wearing a yarmulke. But anyway, he was talking about his friend got his house got burned down, and then he successfully saved his house by taking buckets. He and two guys stopped by his
Yeah.
They were grabbing the water out of the
Sewer.
out of the gutter.
The gutter, yeah. The
Down.
yeah. Fuck.
And see, the problem is before Trump got there to Fire Station 69, he stopped and he talked to like dozens of people in front of their burned out houses. You know,
Right.
so every time the stupid mayor or any of the other Democrats there said something, Trump would say, "Well, wait a minute, I just talked to 6 people out there who
Yeah.
said you're not allowing them to set foot on their own property." Oh yeah, but we're gonna, it's all bullshit. But the sad thing is that this is not going to change the way people vote in California.
Yeah.
It's not. It's just like Chicago. I don't care what you do. Like the closest thing, the closest thing. Or let me rephrase. In Chicago, you had a lot of black people finally getting pissed off at how much money was going to illegal aliens, and they came out and they made themselves heard.
Yeah.
But I don't think that it's going to change the vote. That's just like with the previous mayor. What was her name? Beetlejuice?
Yeah, Beetlejuice, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We have to get rid of her, right?
They thought, yeah.
It was even more liberal, right?
They thought Beetlejuice was bad. I mean, holy shit, this new guy, but Johnson.
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, it's like, I think places like California and Chicago,
It's never going to change.
they're permanently broken.
Unless the state completely changes hands, it's never going to change. And that's the
They're going to change.
that's a democratic way, unfortunately. And here's a funny thing. I used to be a very staunch Democrat. You know that.
Well, you used to work for the mayor.
Right. I used to be a very staunch.
You used to work for the
Don't say it. Don't say the names. Yeah, I know.
None of these Johnny come lately mayors.
Johnny come lately, yeah. But here's the thing, man. Even I woke up. But here, the Democratic Party of the '80s, they were not this left.
No, but they were always in Chicago. They were always this dirty. Because I remember
Dirty is different than being totally left.
I remember when I was in kindergarten. A fire truck 5 times a week would roll by our apartment building on Richmond and Byron Streets, code 3, on the way to get donuts.
Yeah.
So it's stuff like that. Or like I told you, one day my mom's looking out the window and she's like, well, what the fuck? So she takes me outside, and there are 4 Cadillac limos parked at our intersection. We lived on the corner.
Mm-hmm.
And in each limo, there are 4 guys with suits on. So 16 guys in 4 limos. My mom just marches up to them. What the fuck are you assholes doing here? And they all produced IDs from the city. And they said, Mayor Daley asked us to come out here and count the cars to figure out if this intersection needs a light because there's a stop sign on it now.
Yeah.
So 16 guys in 4 fucking caddy limos to count cars on a residential side street. And if we go to Google Earth, I can show you how big the fucking intersection is.
Oh, I listen. I know this.
Yeah.
But that's how.
See, that's like open and notorious. I mean, I'm used to city government doing things behind your back and doing things behind closed doors. But when you have fire trucks going code 3 all the time, and you ask the firemen whether they're doing it, they tell you we're going to get donuts or lunch,
Right.
and we're going to code 3. That's open and notorious. When 16 guys show up at your intersection in 4 caddy limos to count cars,
Mm-hmm.
it's they're getting paid. It's they're made up jobs that the mayor gave them for supporting for supporting him in the last election.
Right.
So, when it gets to the point where you don't even bother to try and hide it anymore, then it's bad. It's never going to change.
Yeah. But that's how it works. And this is I'm too old for this shit, and I'm talking from general knowledge. Yeah.
And it's worse overseas. Yeah.
Well, yeah,
So go to a place like Mexico, get pulled over, and the federales expect you to bribe them.
oh, absolutely.
If you don't bribe them, they'll take your ass to jail. And and like the laws in Mexico, I love it. If you have an accident, both people go to jail and both cars are towed until the cops figure out what's going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. No, you're right about that. Let's listen to this, and then we'll jump on L.A.
Family.
People are willing to get a dumpster and do it themselves and clean it out.
And they can
There's
do
not that much left. It's all incinerated.
That's right.
And, you know, it's just going to take a long time if you do. You can
She's going to agree with every single thing he says and still do the opposite. I mean, it's amazing.
do some
Yeah.
of it, but a lot of these people, I know that guy right there that's talking. I know my people. You'll be on that thing tonight, throwing the stuff away, and your site it'll look perfect within 24
Yeah, they'll smile with you. They'll shake your hands. They'll do all that. And as soon as you turn around, they put a stick of dynamite in your ass.
4 hours, and that's what he wants to do. He doesn't want to wait around for 7 months till the city hires some demolition contract
If
that's going to
individuals
charge him
want to build-
$25,000 to do his lot. I think you have emergency powers just like I do, and I'm exercising my emergency powers. You have to exercise them also.
I did exercise them.
Because I looked,
signed
I
an
mean, you have a
emergency
very powerful
declaration.
emergency power, and you
Yes.
can do everything within 24
She can actually do that with a snap of a finger,
Oh yeah.
but she's not going to do it.
No.
hours.
Yes. And if individuals want to clear out their property, they can.
No, yeah. She's just saying that.
Oh, you're adding
She's-
something right now. Just watch.
Well, yes, but you know that you will be able to go back soon.
Mr. President.
We think within
Look at that. Just a permanent smile on her face, you know?
Yeah.
It's just a fucking permanent smile on her face, just like the Joker.
a
Yeah.
week.
That's a long time a week. I'll be honest. To me, everyone's standing in front of their house. They want to go to work and they're not allowed to do it.
And the most
a
important
week
thing
is
is
a
for
long
people to be
time.
safe.
And the first lady, how beautiful does she look, man?
All right.
She's just sitting there like a ninja assassin.
Yeah. I think she did commit a little fashion faux pas though.
Yeah, because she never attended stuff like that with him in the first.
No,
thing.
she had no. The only thing, I'm going to say, those sunglasses she was wearing yesterday.
Oh.
Four sizes too big for her.
Yeah, but she's also a model. So hey, you know what I've been dreaming of lately?
What's that?
Is before one day I go to the speaking of sunglasses. One of these days, I got to argue. Hold on. Here we go.
They're safe.
did it to
They're
myself.
safe. You know what? They're not safe. They're not safe now. They're going to be much safer. A week is actually a long time, the way I look at it. I watched hundreds of people standing in front of their lots, and they're not allowed to go in. It's all burned. It's gone. It's done. Nothing's going to happen to it. It's not going to burn anymore. There's nothing to burn. There's almost nothing to burn.
There's nothing left, man. It's ashes. But there is something crazy coming out of it, and we'll talk about it after we listen to these two clips that I have.
And they want to go in. The people are all over the place. They're standing, and they say, "Why aren't you going in? We're trying to get a permit." And the permit's going to take them, everybody said 18 months. You said 18 months. You said 18 months.
Last night.
And that was last night.
On that. Right.
Yesterday.
Mr. President, we're going to be together next week, and during the interim, many of us are involved in, and Tom McClintock, who you know has been an expert on this for years.
That's right.
We are going to be putting conditions on the money that do two things. Require that it be done timely and affordable, and then secondly, that we protect those who will come afterwards. As we speak, there are 6,000 acres burning in my district on the Mexican border. There will be more fires until we include in any disaster relief items which will prevent it or at least mitigate it from happening again. So you're going to see us proposing both of those.
Like water. Little
We're
things
gonna
like
do that
water.
for them.
You know, the party of common sense. See, we're the party of common sense. You're not, in all fairness.
Wow. Wow. I mean, he's right. That's why these insurance companies are pulling out because, Mr. Larry, I'm sorry, we can't insure you. There is no water near.
Well, I mean, you got two things going on. Number one, the inflation has risen the price. You know, the price of rebuilding now is out of control. And Newsom signed a bill. It's been in effect for a while now. He put a cap on insurance rates. So how can you be in the insurance business when you got this unmitigated fire risk because they refuse to clear the brush and they refuse to bring water down to Southern California, and then you got inflation and the cost of rebuilding goes up, and then you're kneecapped by not being able to raise your rates.
That is that is. Do you know? Here's the thing. Do you honestly think?
No matter what else happens, if they don't get insurance back there, nobody's going to rebuild because you can't get a loan without insurance.
Hey, I was just going to ask you. Do you actually think people are going to rebuild, Larry?
I think the people of California have been brainwashed so long that I left 20 years ago, and the only reason it took me so long is because I was taking care of my elderly parents. I would have left sooner than that. Okay,
Yeah.
It's like what they say about you put a lobster in a pot of water and you start boiling the water. The lobster doesn't know he's cooked until he's cooked.
Right.
And this happened. This was a slow burn over there. I lived through a lot of it because I was there for 42 years. It's just a little bit more. Oh no, we're going to pass this law. It's not going to hurt the Second Amendment. It's just going to make things more safe. It's just all this incremental shit. And it got to the point where, look, people, you and I were on a stream on YouTube 2 years ago when a guy who was one of the panelists said that he went to Walmart with his wife and they ripped Walmart off for a couple $100 by not scanning all the stuff in their shopping carts and he said that in response to a question I had about, hey, is it true that up in San Francisco, if you shoplift under $900, it's a misdemeanor? I mean, so when you got people admitting on a live stream that they shoplift, society's gone down the fucking toilet.
Yeah.
And it's like, it used to be like, well, the problem is that a lot of people have given up on religion, but people also, but human beings also need to believe in something. And so you see a substitution. It's not religion. Okay, so Elon Musk, he's our savior because he's going to put humans on Mars, and so when the Earth blows up, we'll be Martians. And they believe in Elon Musk instead of God. And it's like. And then there are people running around saying, well, you don't need the 12 commandments for morality. You don't need religion for morality. I know when I'm moral, bullshit, because everything, it's a slippery fucking slope. It's like, 30 years ago, if you were a stripper, nobody in your family knew about it.
Yeah.
Nowadays, you see fathers on TV saying, I'm proud of my daughter. She fucked 1,000 guys last week. And one day she fucked 1,000 guys.
Yeah.
I'm proud of my daughter. That fucking asshole actually said that.
Yeah.
So, it's like lower expectations across the board from politicians to the person you marry. You know, and so-
Morals are finished. We don't have any morals left in America.
yeah. Well, I don't think there are any morals anywhere anymore.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's amazing. There's a trend now, on TikTok. Well, not now, but it's been going on. If one famous song comes out, then all these girls come out shaking their ass.
Yeah.
So now there's this new one with Tupac song, and I'm like, the daughter is doing it, then the mother is doing it,
Yeah.
then the fucking grandmother jumps in on it, shaking her, twerking her ass. Why? Why are you doing that? What kind of attention do you need? It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see what he's saying.
Yes, sir.
We like water to put out fires. It's really quite efficient.
That is true. I didn't know that, but do you know?
That was news to me.
Do you know, Dr. Larry, that your prayers are not going to put out the fire, right?
Yeah, well, that was like back in Southern California. My dad and I were building apartment buildings. The city had a rule: you have to put sprinklers all through our fucking bathrooms had fire sprinklers in them. I
Yeah.
swear to God, I can show you. I can.
Oh, I believe you. I believe you.
If I took you to the buildings today that we built in the 80s, I could take you inside these apartments, and I could show you the shower above the tub. You got the shower head, and a foot away from the shower head, there's a sprinkler.
Yeah, I believe you.
And what good is it if there's no water?
That is right. That is right.
The city's like, okay, spend an extra 50 grand putting in sprinklers, and this was like in 1980 for a 12-unit building.
That is right. And I don't know if you know this, but a few years ago there was a lithium battery factory in Illinois that burned down, right?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And it was very famous. They had a sprinkler system in there, but the guy never turned it on. I said, no, these are different kind of batteries. These batteries will never burn down. That motherfucker took down about 15 acres around the goddamn factory.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, there's a lithium battery storage facility. By storage, I mean that's where they have the batteries where they bank the electricity from solar panels, right?
Right. Oh shit, that's even more dangerous.
It's up in Central California on the coast of Monterey or someplace. That thing's been on fire for 2 weeks.
Oh my god.
It was the largest,
Unbelievable.
yeah, and
Crazy.
and that's why, again, back to insurance companies. On October 24th of last year, my insurance company, State Farm, said we're pulling out all of the EV chargers in our headquarters in Illinois because we find the risk unacceptable. Not the risk of chargers catching on fire, but EVs catching on fire. They don't want EVs charging on their property. They don't want people parking EVs on their property. Okay, so you tell me, Mark, how long before I get a letter from State Farm saying, hey, if you own an EV and you park it in your garage or you charge it in your garage, we're not going to insure you. So when your insurance company says we're ripping the chargers out of our offices, we're ripping out EV chargers, you should listen, and I just, and these fucking EV proponents are like, well, EVs don't catch on fire as often as gasoline cars. Yeah, but I put out three car fires with a fucking garden hose over my lifetime. The first one was a police car. So, yeah, you can put out a gasoline fire. Yeah, try that with lithium batteries. Just try it. Because if you pour water on lithium batteries, the lithium batteries burn at 4,000 degrees Fahrenheit. So when you pour water on them, the water not only evaporates, the molecules split apart. Now you got oxygen, more oxygen feeding the fire.
Yep.
That's why you don't pour water on a lithium battery fire, because you're just feeding more oxygen to it. It's like the dumbest thing. And even if and there's a company in California that's making a three-wheeled electric car. It's called the Aptera. Got two wheels in front, one in the back, a two-seater side by side. It's really lightweight, and it's supposed to be. It looks like a dolphin almost from the side view, and it's supposed to be very lightweight. And like I said, it's battery powered, and it's going to come. They just showed they just showed it at CES in Las Vegas last week, and it's going to be available with a 250-mile battery, a 400-mile battery, a 600-mile battery, or a 1,000-mile battery. But the interesting thing is, it's supposed to be light enough and efficient enough that when you order the optional solar cells, you can put solar cells across the entire top of it. If you park it outside in Southern California, this average year-round, you'll pick up 50 miles of range per day just from the sun.
Holy fuck. 50
So-
miles per day.
So that sounds pretty good, because that means if I get one with a 1,000-mile range, I can charge it up and I can drive it 400 miles to Cheyenne, and I still have 600 miles of range in the battery, but I picked up 50 miles driving there. So I got 650, and then the next morning I can drive back home, and I'll have, and that's another 400 miles. So I'll have 250 plus 50. I'll have 300 miles of range left in the battery. And then as long as I park it outside every day, I'll get, well, we'll call it 40, because I'm further north, but I'm also farther up in altitude.
Right.
And, most people don't know this, but when you raise the altitude, there's less ozone, there's less air. That means that solar panels are more efficient the higher you go. So you lose solar power when you go farther north from the equator, but if you go up in altitude, you gain. So it's probably like an equal trade-off to where I'm at. And that sounds pretty good, except for the damn lithium batteries. I'm still, but at least if the car is designed to be parked outdoors to pick up electricity from solar panels,
Right.
I wouldn't be parking it in my garage, and my driveway is 70 feet long, so I'd park it at the foot of my driveway, 65 feet away from the house. And then I wouldn't worry so much about the batteries blowing up. But that's it.
Yeah, these new, I think they're coming out with the third generation lithium batteries now.
Oh yeah, but that shit's in the news every week. There's a new lithium. There's a new battery. It's safer.
Battery's a battery. I don't give a fuck.
Well, yeah, I mean, because the basic chemistry hasn't really changed, and
Right.
that's the problem. The problem has been batteries. They can make a car. Really, their aerodynamic efficiency now of cars is amazing.
Right.
They can, like this Aptera. They can make the whole thing out of composites and carbon fiber, and it doesn't weigh anything. Makes it super efficient. They even got eco tires, low rolling resistance tires. But it's the damn batteries. And so they need a real breakthrough in batteries, and and like Elon Musk always bullshits. Oh yeah, we got the new batteries. We got the 4160 batteries.
Yeah.
They have twice as much power. Then you look at them, they have twice as much power because they're literally twice as big.
Right.
Like see this AA battery? Yeah. Well, we make a C-size battery. It's twice as big. It's got twice as much energy. It's the same chemistry. And that's the thing is that people don't understand. It's like when you buy just a regular lead acid battery, starter battery for your car, you've got, here's one. It's 650 cold cranking amps. Okay, we got one for $100 with a 1-year warranty. We have one 650 cold cranking amps with a 2-year warranty, and we got another 650 cold cranking amp battery with a 7-year warranty. And the 7-year warranty costs $300. Well, that's got to be better. No, you're just paying for the insurance on the longer warranty.
Right.
Because lead acid battery is the same chemistry. And for a lead acid battery to have 650 cold cranking amps, it's going to weigh X amount of pounds. Okay. That's one of the engineers at Schumacher, the company that makes battery chargers.
Yeah.
They're headquartered in Illinois. I talked to one of the engineers years ago, and he told me, he says, when I buy battery for my car, I always buy the cheapest one because the chemistry is the same. Lead
Right.
acid is lead acid, and if a battery's 500 cold cranking amps or 750, you need so much lead acid battery to get that power out of it. And so if you weigh all the batteries, they all weigh the same for the cold cranking amps. And so buy the cheapest one because it's the same chemistry. Because all you're paying extra for is the extended warranty.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing goes. If it's lithium ion, it's lithium ion.
Yeah.
If it's nickel metal hydride, that's the chemistry. And now you can have different quality. How pure the ingredient, how pure the what's the word I'm looking for? When they make the component, when they have the components of lithium ion batteries or lead acid batteries, the quality of the ingredients, so to speak, can make a difference, but the chemistry is the chemistry. So you can say whatever you want, but until they come up with a battery that weighs less, is safer, and it takes less amount of time to charge, we're stuck in the same boat. And the problem with charging is the faster you charge a battery, the quicker you kill it. That's why Tesla and all these other manufacturers say two things. Don't normally go to Tesla superchargers and charge your battery out, quick charge all the time, and don't charge it up to 100% all the time. Matter of fact, I was happy because I just found out recently that the latest update to my Android phones includes and Android never included this, and people used to jailbreak their phones to do it. But now I have an option on my phone menu. I can stop my battery from charging at 80%. So I can plug it in, and no matter how long I leave it plugged in, it won't go over 80%, which is good because for lithium ion, you don't want to charge it to 100% and leave it there. So in other words, you don't want to leave it on charge. It gets up to 100%, and then it just stays there. Then the battery won't last as long. So, and again, you read the owner's manual for a Tesla or any electric car, don't charge it to 100%, which is also real nice because, I'm going to buy this electric car. I'm going to buy this, what's the name of that expensive brand? One of the chief engineers for Tesla quit, a British guy, and they started Lucid.
Yeah. Started his own. What an ugly car.
400. Yeah, but it's the best performing and it's the longest range. So you can get one of his cars that have 475 mile range. It's pushing 500 miles, right? But so you buy a car with a 400. You're paying for a 400 mile range, but then the owner's manual says don't charge it above 80% normally. So knock off 200 miles. So that's what I love about, at least with a gasoline car. You pay for the car, you get a 20-gallon tank, and you have a 20-gallon tank, and you can fill it up to 20 gallons, or you can keep it at 5 gallons, or you can keep it at 10 gallons if you want. But you can always keep it at 20 gallons, so it's not going to hurt the engine. You do that. You do that with a battery car. It hurts. It hurts the batteries. So.
Yeah, same thing with my motorcycle. Now my motorcycle battery has died. I don't know if it's even worth it to put it on a tender.
No, you see, it's a lead acid battery, and lead acid batteries, unless you have a marine battery. Okay, what a lead acid battery is opposite of a lithium ion. Lead acid, if you want a lead acid battery to last a long time, you keep it at 100%. The closer you can get to 100% state of charge, the longer the battery will last. I've been using Deltran battery tenders for 25 years. You know how long the original battery in my Mach 1 lasted?
12 years.
I think it was 14.
Yeah.
That's because when the car was at home, it was on the battery tender.
Yeah.
It was like religion, So I pulled it, and here in Wyoming, I'm one of the few people who keep cars in his garage. Everybody else has got hunting equipment, snowmobiles, trailers. I pull into my garage, I plug it into the battery tender, okay, and that keeps it at 100%. And so it's the opposite of, like I said, of lithium ion. Lithium ion, you don't want to keep it 100%. You want to keep it at 80% or below.
Yeah.
And so yeah, and lead acid batteries are not, unless you get a marine battery, they're not deep cycle. Okay, so if you take the battery in your car or in your motorcycle and you let it discharge, yeah, you can resurrect it, but you let that happen a couple times, and it won't hold a charge. You can't take a lead acid battery from 100 down to 0 and then charge it back up and then take it down to 0 again. That's how you killed it. So you probably weren't keeping your motorcycle on a battery tender, and you weren't riding a motorcycle every day.
No. But here's what I'm going to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to start it up with a jump start.
Yeah.
Maybe next week, and then let it run for about half an hour, 40 minutes, and then shut it down.
Yeah.
And then what I'm going to do, my brother from another mother, when it warms up, I'm going to just go and buy another fucking battery and install that battery and call it a day.
Yeah, I would also get a battery tender.
Well, I have a battery tender. I just can't fucking find it. It's in the fucking junk somewhere in the garage, and I cannot just find where the fuck the battery tender is.
Yeah,
But that is my plan.
My car's on a battery tender, so is my lawn tractor.
See, that's what I got to do. I've got to get it on that. Well, the next battery, I promise to keep it on a battery tender.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. Let's listen to her.
Mr. President.
Mr. President.
I'm Jay Obernolte. Mr. President, without your help, they're only going to get $43,000 from the federal government.
See, he's more interested in the money. They want to get that money. They want to get that federal money so all these lawmakers and politicians can get a dibble-dabble of it, Fucking bastards.
Which is why that guy on the left side of the picture there, the guy wearing the yarmulke, he said, Mr. President, you need to put a special master in charge to make sure you know where the money's going.
Yeah, he's pretty smart. That Jewish guy, right? Yeah, I told you, man. I told you that Jewish guy is pretty smart.
And he said that's what they did after 9/11. They put a special master in charge.
Yeah.
To keep, and that's a term that comes from the courts. A special master is a judge that overlooks, like a judge will say, okay, here you have to defense, you have to do this, prosecution, you have to do this, and then they'll assign a special master, which is another judge. To keep
and look how many people they caught. See, I lost my I'm numb now to giving money. When 9/11 happened, which was such a sickening thing, I think it was a president of the Red Cross that got caught. Remember that scandal?
Oh yeah, and well, just now with the fires, this
Yeah.
said we're collecting money, send your contributions, and it was the fucking Democrat website.
Exactly.
Right there in the footnotes, it said, we keep 5% of donations.
Yeah.
So you're also contributing to the California Democrat Party. If you went to that.
Unfucking, unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. Hold on.
Half
Well, you know,
million
you
dollar
did
uninsured
something,
loss.
Brad, where every insurance company in the country left California. That's why you have no insurance, because you made it so impossible. People that think like you made it so impossible. And
Mr. President, if I can just defend FEMA a little bit.
Brad Sherman, this guy. Oh my God, what a joke. What a clown. What a clown.
Defending
What a
FEMA.
clown.
Don't,
Yeah.
don't go to White Houses. Don't go to houses that have Trump signs. You
Yeah.
know, after the hurricane.
Yeah. That was FEMA, exactly.
yeah.
They brought thousands of people in. I don't know how they're
Hey, I don't know if you've heard this, but in Chicago, a lot of our African American community is turning red.
Yeah. Well, we kind of talked about that earlier.
Yeah, oh my God, I'm when I see my family dressed up in red, oh man, I just hugged them. I said, dude, dang, we got to, hallelujah, love this.
You know, I mean, that's, you had the illegals coming in, and all of a sudden,
Yeah, we're sick and tired of that shit.
the black mayor is spending hundreds of millions of dollars, and
The
when you-
woke mayor, the woke mayor.
black mayor, and it's like, well, no, your kids can't go to school because we turned the school into an illegal alien housing facility, or their play yard is shut down, or the basketball courts are shut down because we've given everything over to the illegal aliens, and we don't have any money for your neighborhood programs because we're
Right.
giving it all to the illegals, and that woke them up.
Crazy. Yeah,
But I
it's
tell you
fucking
something, I
crazy.
really don't believe that these fires are going to make Californians move out, and I don't think it's going to make them change their vote. I really don't. Because
No. I think what's going to happen is it's my personal opinion, which it doesn't matter for shit. But I think that these movie actors and these rich people that were there. Now, here's the thing: some of those people that got their house burned, they don't even have insurance.
yeah, because it got canceled 3 months ago.
And there are a few actors that don't
but-
have insurance.
You think about this, it even gets better because if your insurance gets canceled and your house burns down. Okay, so you're out all the money, right?
Mhm.
But that's only if your house was free and clear. If you had a loan on the house, guess what? The loan provisions say you must have insurance on the house.
Right.
If you don't have insurance, they can call the loan.
Right.
Okay. So let's say you have a $5 million house in Pacific Palisades, and let's say you have a $3 million loan on it, and you lose insurance. Okay.
Mhm.
They can foreclose on you. Okay.
Right.
So not only now your $5 million house is burned down, but you didn't have insurance, so it's not covered. And now the mortgage company's coming after you for the $3 million you owed them.
Shit.
And the only thing you have, well, they're going to foreclose on the fucking lot.
Mm.
So you're going to wind up with nothing, zero. And so the only good thing about it is that if you get foreclosed on, they can't come after you for. In other words, if you had a $3 million loan and your house burned down and you didn't have insurance, they foreclose on you for not having insurance. You owe the bank $3 million, and let's say your lot is only worth $1.5 million. They can't come after you for the other $1.5 million.
Hmm.
But either way, you're hosed up. You're hosed up the ass and down the kazoo at the same time.
Yeah, that's
and-
fucking crazy.
But I don't think these people are not. Newsom is already blaming global warming.
Trump. Yeah.
And during that meeting at Firehouse 69, what else did they say? They said Oh yeah, some of the Democrats were blathering, and Trump says, "Yeah, California's got enough money that they put $50 million towards stopping Trump after I got elected, instead of putting $50 million towards fixing fire trucks in L.A."
That was bad.
Yeah, we have to. And what did Letitia James say? We have to Trump-proof New York.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah. So
But isn't she out?
not yet,
No, I think Letitia James is out, bro.
but she
Or was
quit.
was that Jack Smith? Jack Smith is out.
Jack Smith? Yeah, he's out. Yeah, he quit.
Fuck. Here, check it out.
Doing in
Yeah.
other states, they're doing a good job for us here. They've got a huge center that's open
See what I mean?
Yeah, it's just
from 9 in the morning till 8 at night. But also, when you have a disaster this size, you need to be able to deploy thousands of people, which they've been
I
able
love what
to do.
Trump says back to this
Now,
fun.
California, if we did it on our own, 8 at night,
I didn't hear you, bro.
This Democrats blather. Oh, yeah, FEMA's got thousands of people, and we need to have thousands
There
of
you go.
people.
No, they don't. And a typical Democrat politician. I mean, if it's 12 noon outside, they're going to say no. It's closer to midnight right now. Yeah.
No, Trump says to this guy, well, you got 40 million people in California. You couldn't
Right.
find a couple of thousand to take
Yeah.
care of a disaster.
Right. And I'm going to get to that.
but also, when you have a disaster this size, you need to be able to deploy thousands of people, which they've been able to do. Now, California, if we did it on our own, maybe we'd have thousands of people.
You do.
But if Rhode Island has a Palisades disaster, are they then supposed to keep?
How many people do you have in California? 36? How many
Close-
million?
close-
How many million people do you have?
But
You have 40 million people. You're not going to get a few thousand people. The problem with FEMA is they come from all over the country. They end up in arguments with your people from California because they want to do it a totally different way. And
They're getting-
I can live either way, but
Hey,
you
as a
haven't gotten
trombone
very
player,
much done
please
with
turn off
FEMA
the
and
trombone.
all you have to do
Huh?
I played the trombone. Turn that off.
Yeah. Hold on.
is look at North Carolina. It's one of the great disasters of all time.
And Mr. President, you can't have Rhode Island maintain a staff
Turn
of
off the
thousands
trombone,
and thousands
Mark.
of people waiting.
Yeah. Here, hold on. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Thanks. Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh shit! But here's the thing. The other problem that's been going on in California is, and let me bring that up. And this thing is fucking serious. Serious, like you have absolutely no idea, like what the fuck is going on. And here we go. Looting.
Oh yeah.
Looting. People are jumping in. They're looting. They're robbing places. A lot of these rich folks, they had these underground safes,
Oh yeah.
that are. Hold on. So here's a theory that was on X. I was reading. There are many rich homes, rich people that the house burned down, but they do have underground safes that
Tapes in the wall.
survived.
Yeah, and the safe, the safe in the wall is a couple hundred pounds. So
And look at the faces of these. Just look at the faces.
Sellers, yeah.
These are the fucking looters.
The police department. The problem is they arrested these people. They're all out on bail now. So, I mean, it's just, the problem is, they have a disaster in Florida,
Yeah.
and what does the governor say? We shoot looters.
Yeah. Look at
And-
look at this motherfucker right here.
Yeah. And during COVID,
Yeah.
we had a Black Lives Matter event in Cody, Wyoming. You believe that?
Oh, speaking of Black Lives Matter, did you hear about that
Oh,
Black
really?
Lives Matter mayor?
Which one?
Well, let me bring that up. There was a Black Lives Matter mayor, the BLM mayor arrest.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard about that.
Let's bring it up. The BLM activist turned mayor. Now, this motherfucker is probably more activist, like what's his name? That clown we have here in Chicago. Well, he used to be in Chicago. That Al Sharpton, Reverend Al Sharpton. You know, look at this motherfucker. Yeah, and they already got him for like $30,000-$40,000 that he spent in Ghana. And what the fuck were you doing in Ghana?
Well, ask the mayor of Los Angeles. She was in.
She was in Ghana too. They all go to Ghana. I don't know what I mean, Ghana. Hey, listen, I've got Ghanaian friends. It's all beautiful, but fix where you live. What are you learning going to, third world place to learn about what to do in America? You got all the resources. They should be coming to you.
So let me tell you what happened. Black Lives Matter pulls an event permit with the city of Cody. This is a few years ago. And they're having their event at City Park, which is next to the courthouse. It's on the main street of Cody. Mm-hmm. And these 4 buses of white college kids come in. That's Black Lives Matter, right? And you know what the buses were met with? Armed citizens, open carrying AR-15s and open carrying pistols, and a few of us were on horseback. We had a couple of state legislators on horseback rifles. We surrounded the entire park.
Right.
Nothing happened. It was a fucking miracle.
Yeah.
This was the same time, you had these cities burning to the ground because of fucking Black Lives Matter.
Yeah.
It was funny because our mayor at the time, he made a big mistake. He took a knee for Black Lives Matter. And we got
now which mayor was that?
It was the former mayor of Cody.
Oh, no.
And so when he was running for state representative, we used that picture of him kneeling for Black Lives Matter, and he lost big time.
That's all that woke shit. That's all that woke shit. And you know what? I'm getting pretty good at. I mean, I can look at a person and say if that motherfucker is woke or not. Seriously.
Yeah.
Shit. This woke shit is just shit.
To have blue hair, that's a good sign.
Well, I ain't gonna take no motherfucker serious. Here's the thing. I walk into an office space, right? And here's this person with multicolor hair, fucking nose ring, like a cow in your nose. Fucking. Hey, I'm old school. Okay, I'm old and old school. 30,000 tattoos on your neck and your ass and your face. If you got your face tattooed,
oh yeah,
I don't give a fuck if you have the Holy Scripture tattooed on your face. I got no respect for you.
Guess what? You could have the Old Testament tattooed on your face, and you wouldn't be able to be.
Nah, you ain't gonna convince me for shit. Get the fuck out of here.
If you tattooed the 10 Commandments on your face, you couldn't be buried in the Jewish cemetery.
Right. Oh, absolutely. I mean, yes, you are absolutely right. Even in, I think there are a lot of religions, even Islam.
Yeah.
If you have tattoos on your, you won't be able to. Yeah. Oh man, eternal flame. You'll be burning in eternal flame because you. But nowadays, if people talk like that, generally people think, "Oh, this motherfucker crazy. He talking about all this bullshit."
Yeah. Well, But these are the same. It's like, you watch these, and I watch them all the time. I watch the dash cam videos on YouTube.
Oh God.
And it's like, you can't be pulling me over. You
Yeah.
can't be arresting me. You can't be pulling me out of the
Yeah.
car. What the fuck are you doing in the backseat of my police car wearing handcuffs, asshole?
Right. Right.
It's like, and the excuses these people come up with. I've never been pulled over before. I was afraid. I was afraid. I'm afraid of cops, and that's why when they get pulled over, they're calling 911, and they're refusing to get out of the car. They're calling
Yeah.
911. Send more cops because I'm afraid of cops.
People are scared.
People are ignorant.
People are scared to even talk about shit. And it's common sense fucking thing. And this is why one of the biggest things that Trump did on the first fucking day, and people love him for that, is, hey, you know what, guys? Hey, Dr. Larry, we're bringing common sense back.
We are the party of common sense.
Yeah. There's only two goddamn genders, a man and a woman,
Yeah.
male and a female. That's it.
Yep.
Take it or leave it. A trans
you-
woman is
you-
not a. Hey, I got a question to ask you.
You can do whatever you want, but just don't try playing football.
Yeah. I mean, you can stick your
Yeah.
cucumber anywhere, but I don't have to know that.
Yeah.
You don't have to portray it. And then what's up with all these churches putting up rainbow flags? I mean, rainbow flags.
What the fucking bishop of the what church was it?
Oh my God! Yes, that was so fucking embarrassing.
You know what? We Catholics got it right.
Ugh,
Priests are men. Period.
that was so. I mean, it's just like some of these. I know I ain't trying to offend anybody, but
That church is that denomination is the wokest of all the Christian denominations.
yeah. You're right. This is the music I kind of play when I talk about a church, because it's a clown show. It really is a clown show. I mean, anything and everything that every god and every religion has denounced, they think it's normal.
Yeah.
Even hey, forget about me. I'm just a small potato in a big pond. But no, seriously. But even
I like the mixing of the metaphor.
even a potato in a big pond. I mean, Big G, the Jesus. Even did he just say it? A man should not stick it up another man's butt.
Actually, the Bible says thou shalt not drop your seed on the ground.
Damn.
Yeah, because when the Jews are being chased across the desert, you want to have male babies. You want to have more soldiers. So don't take your time sticking it in your buddy's ass when you could be making babies.
Right. Hold on. Soundtrack, hold on. Yes, go ahead, brother. I'm listening.
No,
I mean, the amount of crazy bullshit that's going on, or sorry, that was going on, is unfucking believable. And they said, "Oh no, do you know that Venezuela is openly accepting back all their fucking people?"
Oh yeah. Well, you saw the video of the U.S. Air Force transports, the C-17s or whatever.
Yeah, the C-130s.
We already sent hundreds of these idiots back.
Yeah, it's like 900. Even India.
Did you see that they had a Fox reporter go on one of the first ICE raids after the election? It was like 24 hours after Trump got elected, and I think they were in Baltimore, and they're hooking up these gangbangers, these Venezuelan, GS-13 or whatever gangbangers.
Right.
And this one guy gets hooked up, and he's all, "You can't be taking me to jail, bro. I'm not going back to Haiti. Oh, fuck Trump.
Oh yeah. You know what the fuck? I'm gonna play that shit. Bring it up. Hold on.
Yeah, that's
Right. Yeah, I love Obama.
the
Yeah,
Republican Party has to make that into a
yeah.
commercial.
This motherfucker. Yeah. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But yeah, I mean, and this is what the media was trying to show and trying to push.
The next, yeah, I want to go ride along to was it Springfield and bust these Haitians while they're barbecuing a dog. That's the next
Yeah,
thing.
yeah. Right. Here, hold on. Here it is. Let me bring that up. This is so fucking funny. Let me. I got that other computer. I haven't plugged it in yet.
Oh,
All right, here we go. There we got there. Got there. All right, here it is. Here it is. 1, 2.
Threats to our community.
I'm not going back to Haiti.
One of those threats is this illegal alien from
Look at this motherfucker.
Haiti. ICE says he's a gang member with 17 criminal convictions in recent years.
Trump, you feel me? Yo, Biden forever, bro. Thank Obama for everything that he did for me, bro.
See that, man? Fuck Trump, bro. She Biden forever, bro. Obama is the one. Obama was the one that really fucked all of us, man.
oh,
And even in our black community, people woke up after. Well, it took them 8 years to wake up, but we woke up after 8 years and said, "Wait a minute, that motherfucker didn't do shit for us." Just like our current mayor of Chicago, Bud Johnson. I mean, Jesus Christ, have you ever seen his beard is so fucking manicured. It's like somebody took one of their
guys who spend more time on their hair than they do, on their jobs, worry the fuck out of me.
I mean, really. I mean, if you look at his face.
Yeah. Well, it's like that Tiffany Hanyard. She's spending $30,000 a year on makeup, paid for by the city.
Oh, no. You got it wrong. That was Brandon Johnson. It was Brandon Johnson spending $30,000 on makeup. Sorry, you're wrong. You're wrong. Please get your facts straight, sir. $33,000. That was $33,000. When you listen to that shit and you say, what? When a man spends $33,000 on makeup, there's something wrong with you, man. You know what I'm saying? But here's the thing, and it may not just be whatever is wrong with you. It could also be that when these people get in office, especially with the politicians, they bring their own people. So whoever that one person is that used to touch, before you go on TV, there's always a makeup artist. I know I used to go through that. That would touch up and put a little mascara and everything. That guy could have been making. Hey, you know what? I'm going I'll be doing an interview. And if you can come over and do that, so that person probably come and fix the hair, do that, and maybe take about $50. But now, since he's the mayor, or maybe when you get in that high position, maybe they said, hey, well, you know what? Why don't you come and work for me, and I'll pay you a salary of $30,000 to do that shit. So that's.
Remember that time Clinton was in L.A. and they delayed his takeoff. Well, he was the presidential 747. Was clogging up the taxiway. They just left it there they just stood there for like a half an hour because Clinton had or was it Hillary? It was Hillary had a hairdresser come out to the airplane to fix her hair, and so Air Force One was literally blocking like runway 24 left at LAX for like 45 minutes. Nobody else
Yeah.
could take off.
See, this is the kind of bullshit. This is the kind of bullshit, man.
Yeah.
I've got no problems with what you are, what you be, what you go, what you do. But you know what, man?
You have urge to buy something.
Whatever you got going for yourself, don't stick it in my ass. I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to hear about it. Okay? Well, common sense is fucking common sense. I was watching this thing. I'm gonna pull it up and give you Midwest Audit.
Oh yeah, I know that channel.
Yeah, Midwest Audit. Oh man, if they're watching this, hey guys, you know what? Fucking, you guys are doing a great job. And here's the thing: they're not doing anything wrong.
Well,
They are, the only thing they do is exercise.
no. These guys are a bunch of fucking assholes. You got this all wrong.
Wait a minute.
First Amendment auditors, they're fucking crazy.
Wait a minute. No. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the. Hey, Larry. Whoa, cool down.
Yeah.
I'm talking about their right to express the First Amendment, the First Amendment right that they're doing. That's what I'm talking about.
They're doing it all wrong. That's why they keep getting arrested.
What are you talking about? No, they're not the ones getting arrested.
There are a bunch of First Amendment auditors on YouTube, and what they do is they go
Oh, that's a trend. Yeah, that's a trend.
and they claim they have the right to like video in a post office.
That is correct.
And they wind up getting arrested. And then these morons go onto private property, claiming it's public property. My favorite ones are the ones where these First Amendment auditors will go into a strip center, okay, a shopping mall, and they're standing on the sidewalk outside the store. This sidewalk is public property. No, the shopping center is all private property, and it's a sidewalk on private property. You fucking moron! You got to go out in the street. That's where the public property is.
No, but there's still. I used to think like that, but
They're fucking morons.
after researching the amalgamation of the Berberation, I realized that they're actually not on the property.
No, they're on the property.
The sidewalk is not property of the strip mall.
Again, you're not listening to what I said.
Yes, sir.
They're
Yes,
in the
sir.
strip mall, okay?
Oh,
You pull
inside
in-
the.
No. You're driving down the main road. There's a strip mall with a parking lot in front, right?
Hmm.
You pull in and park in the parking lot.
Yeah.
You walk up to the store. There's a
Yeah.
sidewalk in front of the store.
Yeah. No, that's.
That's private property.
Yeah, that's yeah,
Sidewalk
yeah,
to the
yeah, yeah.
public street.
That's well. Here, let's pull.
Also, hey. Also, even on a what they call public sidewalk, okay?
Mm-hmm.
That public sidewalk is on an easement on somebody's private fucking property.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you have to understand too.
Here,
Like-
let's. I'm pulling this up. Hold on a
My
second.
house does not have a sidewalk in front of it.
This is.
Okay? But my property has an easement. The city has an easement the first 15 feet from the asphalt. That's a easement, and the city could, if they wanted to, they could put a sidewalk on my property, but it's still my property. So
Okay.
it's more complicated than these morons think it is.
Over here. Can I draw on this map? Do they have a tool where I can draw?
I don't know.
Let's see. They gotta have a tool. That lets me draw. So this is, you know what this is, right? This is the Mall of America. Where's the distance tool here? Because I just wanted to draw an outline.
Well, I can see it.
Yeah, yeah. Here, hold on. Let's kind of zoom in on this thing. So this entire screen is the Mall of America. Now, what is public and what is private over here?
Well, everything in that big rectangle, everything in between the streets is private.
Right. Okay. Now I'm going to zoom in on a particular spot. I'm zooming in. Okay. Right here. See this sidewalk right here? I don't know if you can see my mouse.
Yeah.
That is public spot.
Right.
Okay. So what these auditors are doing, they're standing over there
Yeah.
and they're filming. But yeah, a lot of the people, they don't know.
They just do this shit to get clicks. Okay. They want to
Well,
get
absolutely. They figured it out. They figured it out. It's like, they figured it out.
Well, let's put it this way, Mark. When
Yeah.
you come here to Cody, Wyoming, whip out your phone and walk into shops along Sheridan Avenue and just start videoing and see what happens.
They'll shoot you in the head.
They'll fucking kick your ass out,
Yeah.
and call the cops and see what happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's public property. Don't film me.
Right. Right. And a lot of people, Chief. I was coming out of a post office one day, long time ago, and I was in Joliet,
Yeah.
and I see this guy. This was like 5 years ago, right around COVID, the year before COVID.
Well,
And
I've
here-
seen this guy. There was at least one guy out of Joliet who's one of these First Amendment auditors.
Oh yeah. He's they're on a roll. I actually follow one of them here on YouTube. Because currently the one, well, when I say follow, it's kind of entertaining. You watch those videos, and he just infuriates and antagonizes these people. 'Cause all he does is like stand there or walk around holding a sign called "Trans women are men." What's wrong with the sign?
Well, there's nothing wrong with the sign.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with the sign. He is silently protesting, which is in our First Amendment. He's recording, which is in our First Amendment. He's on the public property, which, hey, there's no expectation of privacy when you're in public.
Right, but what these morons do is they go into what I really love is when they go into like a Social Security office
Right.
and
Oh,
they're-
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, you're videoing here because we have people's documentation out
Right.
with their Social Security numbers and their Medicare history and all this
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
And also they have a hard time figuring out the difference between a private building that is partially rented out to the government.
Mm.
Like years ago, I had to go visit the IRS, so I had to go to Billings, Montana. So, I parked my car, I walked to the building, I get inside the building, and I see this TSA style security, right?
Mm.
I'm like, oh shit, because I'm carrying, okay?
Right.
When was the last time I went to a federal office, right? And but I like to wear. I buy a lot. I'm like Jay Leno. I'm always dressed in the same thing, jeans,
Right.
and I buy uniform shirts from Gall's Police Supply that are on sale because they have the long tails, but they're long sleeve and they have epaulets, right?
I agree.
So
Yes.
I'm wearing a tan Gall's uniform shirt, and one of the federal agents just waves me, "Sir, come over here," and he waves me through security because he thinks I'm a deputy sheriff, just because I'm wearing a tan shirt with epaulets,
Right.
But yeah, I mean, it's like, so here you have a private office building, and it wasn't all rented out to the federal government. Just one office on one floor, and and the federal regulations applied once you got inside that building.
Yeah.
And so I find it amusing when because the bottom line is most cops know the laws and what's applicable, what the First Amendment applies to, and a lot of these First Amendment auditors don't know. I mean, I saw one asshole. He went onto a state prison property, started videoing, and he got arrested. Yeah, is this public property? Well, it's owned by the state. That makes it public property. Well, no, this is a prison. You can't be here.
Yeah.
No cameras beyond. It's like because they don't want people casing the joint to figure out how to break people out. They don't want
Right,
cameras. And so most of these First Amendment auditors are a lot like sovereign citizens. They think they know the law and they don't. And I mean, have you ever dealt with a sovereign citizen?
No, I've never done with no.
Yeah, those guys. Yeah,
Well-
at least I tracked down the place that sells these sovereign citizen license plates and ID cards.
Oh my God.
It's on the south side of Chicago.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's this battered down apartment building, and it's got a sign on it, hanging on it. It says, the Moorish States of America, the embassy of the Moorish States of America, right?
Hey, let's hold on a second. Let's look it up. Embassy. Okay.
I
And
know the exact name.
oh yeah, Embassy of the Moorish States in Chicago. Here we go. This is
Yeah,
Moorish
but it's in Chicago. It's in a suburb of Chicago.
yeah. They actually call themselves the Moorish. Here, who is it?
Yeah, that's
Moorish
the one.
Consulate.
Yeah. And they have a P-71 parked out front.
Yeah,
It's the official embassy car.
Their website is down, of course.
Yeah,
fucking-
but go to Google Earth and do a street view. See how ragged.
I can see the.
In the Google Earth Street View, they got a P-71 parked illegally across the driveway.
Ain't that some shit? Here, hold on. Moorish, okay. Moorish Consulate, Yeah, these are just fucking
You got their
amazing.
address?
Yeah. The address is it's close at 259 North Pulaski.
No, that's not the one I was thinking of.
Here, let's go to maps.
I got
Google 259. I didn't know they had more than that.
Well, I think there's more than one Moorish. Everybody, people are selling fake license plates and instruction and fake IDs and crap like that.
Yeah, saving our sons. Yeah, Pulaski, 251 North Pulaski. Yeah, this. I think this is it. That's the building. That's 234.
Maybe it is. Can you pull it up?
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now, bro. Chicago, that area of Chicago, I stay away from.
Yeah.
The crime is it's off the hinges, man.
No.
That was this. Well, this is Pulaski. There's only one
I
office for
know,
them.
but that's not the one I was thinking of. No. Let's see if I can Let me
My
see if I
buddy
can-
got a job as a Google Earth driver.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
How much do they pay for that?
$24 an hour.
That's pretty good for that for just driving around.
You got to keep fucking driving.
Oh yeah,
They,
I know.
they give you one break or two breaks to get out of the car, piss and pee. You can only stop. They have designated gas stations where you can stop and refill the. Actually, you don't even get out of the car. There's somebody else that meets you at the gas station and they fill you while you're sitting inside the car.
Oh okay.
Yeah. And then you just drive on the map. Because the way he was describing me, the map is like a Pac-Man thing.
Uh-huh.
You know, and the more,
Zigzag.
huh?
You just zigzag.
Yeah. You zigzag or whatever, but as you're driving, the map is connecting dots. So you have to complete that thing, that grid,
Yeah.
that map. So, but if you take a right turn or left turn, it'll warn you. What are you doing, you son of a bitch? Get back on the track. Get back on the track. But so I told him, I said, what do you do? He said, no, man, nothing. I just put on one of them audiobooks, especially one of them 8-hour audiobooks, and I'm done.
Yeah, you know,
Yes.
there was I was gonna say, gosh, no, I forget. The fuck, I can't remember what I was gonna say, but the
Yeah, looking it up right now. Google Earth Street Drive Viewer car. Yeah. Oh, and they have it's a nonstop job because they're constantly and continuously updating that shit.
yeah, it was kind of funny though how some places like here in Cody, like my neighborhood was never driven, and a lot of neighborhoods weren't driven. In big cities, they drive every neighborhood.
Yeah. There, you see that? $24 an hour.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh shit, there is a job in Chicago. Maybe that's the one he got.
Yeah, that could be.
Fiber technician. Well, I don't have a job now, so I'm I'm up the creek, and I'm at a point in my life where I don't really give a fuck, Larry. I don't care what you think. I don't care what your beliefs are. I do me, you do you.
Yeah.
If you're a fucking cucumber and you think you are a pomegranate, then go right ahead, bro.
Yeah.
I got nothing to say to you. But what I haven't done since the 21st of January is I haven't had any Coca-Cola, any soda, any of that, because of my my food poisoning.
Yeah, I don't. I make a point not to buy. I don't have any soft drinks in my refrigerator. So the only time I have soft drinks is if I'm out and about and I get fast food, or if I have a pizza delivered once in a while. But I don't keep any of it at home.
Shit. Speaking of fast food, I haven't had no fast food either.
Yeah. So
I haven't really had anything. I do have a little piece of steak. I'm thinking of warming that up and eating that.
yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna do. You want to take a break and we come back, or what?
Yeah, I'm gonna take a break. Give me a phone call when you want to come back.
Yeah, I'm just gonna just leave it as it is. Don't log off. Don't do anything, and I'll remove you from the screen, and I'll remove myself from the screen, and I'm just going to let the stream run, and when we decide to get back on, we'll jump back on.
Okay.
All right, brother. I'll catch you in a little bit. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bye.